Hello, everybody. It's me. It's real Michael McCauley. I'm just sitting there having a little bit of thoughts tonight on why I made the decision to do van life. I'm getting older. I'm 60 years old. I thought that I needed to see some things before, I do concrete for a living. So, my body probably won't last much into my 70s before stuff starts to give out. My shoulders are starting to hurt. My hands fall asleep. My knees hurt every morning. I buy shoes you slip on because I don't want to go down there and have to tie my shoes. But that's life of a construction worker. We work our ass off our whole life and you know, spend all our money. So I'm 2026 is the year that I'm going to turn all that around. I'd like to hopefully retire here in the next couple of years. So the journey with me for the next couple of years is probably going to be me traveling around in my van and learning how to save my money and cut costs. And I shit, your taxes on your house are so high anymore that it should probably cost you close to $1,000 a month just to live in your house with your taxes and your insurance. I don't know if not having insurance on your house is a good idea or not. If you own your house, I mean, again, I don't know why uh, you wouldn't save that money every month in case something happens. The new insurance plans, they like, I know they want to charge you a certain percentage of the value of your house as your deductible. So like your house is worth 500,000, they want to take 5% off of the value of your house. That's I think 5 times 5 is $25,000. You know what I mean? Off of the cost of your roof getting fixed, which is probably what, $60,000. I don't know, 40, 60, somewhere in that area. So they're really cutting the money they have to pay in half, in my opinion. Um, so this year, what I'm going to try and do is turn things around. I've made a budget of my wants and my needs, which there's a lot of stupid stuff on there. I don't know if you realize this, like drinking soda, drinking pop. I drink a lot of soda, and that's a I hate to even say the number because it's stupid, but that's $8,000 a year just in soda. I know that seems crazy, and I don't make a lot of money. I don't struggle, but I don't make a lot of money. I make enough, to raise my family, but I never, when you own your own company, you don't plan a lot for retirement. So retirement isn't something you think about when you're younger. You just think, wow, yeah, my mom, they're making money. My body's strong. I can shit. I can conquer the world at 25 to after 45. I felt that way. And then, your body starts to tell you, hey, dude, time to slow down. But my kids help me out a lot, which is fine. Uh, I don't, not being married helps out a lot. I'm not saying anything against marriage or anything like that, but that always seemed to, I don't know, I just always seemed to be there's always a problem and everything. But now I have a lot of, I have problems. I have, your basic problems like most people have. Let's get back to the money thing. So I made a budget and I got my wants and my needs, and, I've trimmed up my insurance. I think that a smart thing for somebody to do if they're trying to get their finances in order is shop their car insurance. That would be, the first thing I would do after I got rid of all my unnecessary subscriptions, which is going on right now. I'm eliminating all them subscriptions, get rid of Netflix, I'm getting rid of Prime. I don't need any of that. Nowadays, you got the internet. You can watch YouTube. Cable's a total waste of money. I got rid of that 4 years ago. But, what other things would I get? Coffee. I don't go to the Starbucks anymore starting this year. I didn't do it a lot, but I have done it a lot. It was probably a once a week thing. Once a week, $10, 52 weeks in a year. That's $520 on coffee. If you're not if your young self can't pay your old self, then you're not doing something wrong. And my young self did not pay my old self, so now it's time for my old self to figure out how to pay my old self, which is a couple years away from me being really old. I don't know, 60s. I know I don't feel 60 in my brain and everything, but body and everything else sure does tell me that I'm 60. I just drift and I go all over the place. But so what did I say? I got rid of coffee. And then I'm not eating out. I will not go to McDonald's. I will not go to Burger King. I will not eat at any of them fast food restaurants. It's crap food for one thing. It's not good for you. The additives and stuff in there are terrible for you. So, but you know, going to McDonald's used to be a cool thing. $5. You could take your family there, eat real quick for $5. Well, the hamburgers were probably twice as big back then and made out of better stuff also. But now you go to a value meal, a burger, a fry, and a drink is 15 to $20. It's ridiculous. It's not good food. I mean, I get excited. You get excited when you're in the drive-through and you're getting ready to get it, but you get it, you start eating it, and about 2 bites in it, you're thinking this sucks. This is terrible. I won't ever do this again. But then you find yourself there 2 days later spending $20 on a stupid lunch. So I won't be eating out anymore for the whole year. I want this whole year of 26. I'm not going to eat at restaurants. I'm not going to go out to eat. I'm not going to have DoorDash. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. Another thing I did was I erased Amazon from my phone. Amazon's gone. I took my credit cards off it. Amazon's gone. I'm not going to do Amazon. Amazon was a bad thing. I hate to even say the number, but it's in the thousands that Amazon delivered to my house last year. I'm not saying it was all for me. Some of it might have been for the company. Some of it might have been presents for holidays. I don't know, but still, that's an enormous amount of money for somebody to spend that doesn't make six figures. I make nowhere near six figures. I'm not going to let everybody know, but probably not even half of six figures. I mean, I'm trying to be frugal now. Things have got a little bit out of control with my spending, so that's why we're doing the budget. We're going to do that. I already have my emergency fund. I've saved my emergency fund. I don't owe any credit card debt. Credit card debt is something that I will refuse to have. I think that interest is just ridiculous and a waste of your time and your money. I think that at my age, we're able to max out our Roth. I think putting your money in a Roth is a very good way to create wealth. I have never created wealth now, but for the last few years, I've been maxing that out, and it doesn't. I mean, I just used get rid of soda. I can max out my Roth. You know what I mean? It's no big deal. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't affect the way I live or anything, but things are going to be affected this year because I'm not jacking around. I want to save every penny I can this year, and I bet if I don't go to the gas stations, I bet that is a $20 a day habit, probably 25. Let's say $30 a day habit going to the gas station getting food. Not even sodas probably wouldn't even count. I mean, 20 days. We'll say $20 a day. 365 days a year. That's $6,000 on lunch. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pack my lunch. I bought chicken breast. I cooked chicken. I made some sloppy joes. I make my dinner the night before, and then I got lunch for the next day. But when I cook, I try to eat this 3 times. I try to get a dinner out of it, a lunch, and then maybe a leftover meal later on in the week. It just got out of hand, all the drive-throughs and stuff. Another thing I would do is get rid of my credit cards. If I can't afford to buy it with my debit card or cash, I don't need it. I understand my company has to have a credit card. That's a different story. That's a totally different subject as companies. And, a company probably needs a credit card sometime to keep cash flow, but it is what it is. That's the way business works. But no, I don't like credit cards. I just cut up all my credit cards. I had too many of them. But I cut them all up but one, and I use that one for my company. And now anything I get comes out of my account, which I'm not going to use my card. You know what I mean? And it's winter, and I don't work during the winter. Usually, it's usually December to April. I'm off, so I just kind of sit at home and think about this stuff. So we're gonna save money this year. What else am I going to get rid of? What else can I do? I'm not buying any new vehicles. I think buying new vehicles is a waste of time and money anymore. The vehicles are so damn expensive. They want you to stretch a loan out for 8 years. You know what I mean? I mean, by the time you get it paid off, it's worth. I mean, it ain't worth half. Plus, you lose like 20% driving them off the lot. You know what I mean? And what are trucks now? $90,000, $95,000. So you're going to go take a $20,000 hit. I mean, you can, the companies can move that stuff around, but as an individual, you're not going to, recovering from a $20,000 hit is something that it takes years, in my opinion. I've experienced it a couple of times in business, with people not paying me and stuff, but that's a different subject. We'll talk about that some other day. Let me think, what else am I doing? But the budget, and I'm gonna do, and I got a want and needs list, and and Pops is on the wants list, not the needs list. I need to pay my taxes on my house. I need to pay my electric bill. I need to have my internet. I need to have dog food. I need to have water, electricity, heat, air, all that stuff, fuel for my vehicle. I need to get to work, and I need to have food. Those are basically the only necessities I can think. I think even not even like I'm not gonna pay for haircuts this year, and I think buying name brand clothes that ain't gonna happen anymore either. I think I got enough clothes to last me 5 years. I probably won't have to buy any clothes this year, but we're gonna tone that down. There gonna be no shopping sprees for clothes. One thing that I would spend your money on being over 60 is shoes. Really, would you put bad tires on your car? No. And to me, those your feet are very important to you. And I've had foot problems before when my feet hurt really bad. But and that's because I was buying them $20 shoes off Amazon, delivering them in all kinds of colors. I thought they were the coolest thing, but they made my feet hurt. So I went to some Skechers and New Balance. I like Skechers and New Balance. I know they're old guy shoes, but you know why old guys wear those kind of shoes? Because their fucking backs don't hurt. Excuse my French. Because their backs don't hurt, and their legs don't hurt. I had a sciatic nerve problem for almost 6 months one year, where it ran all the way up my back, top of my foot. I couldn't barely sit down. It hurt so bad. I changed my shoes. My feet were going numb on me, and it just kind of fixed everything. So another thing you need to do is take care of your feet, buy good shoes. I think that helps. And I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and end this video and get ready to go on another van adventure. I know I kind of drifted off what I normally do here, but I just want to talk to everybody a little bit, kind of introduce myself. My name's Mike McCauley, and my dog Jax, my dog Stassi, my Ram ProMaster. We travel in it, and I want to do it full time. So these are some of the things that I'm going to have to change in my life so that I can travel in my van full time with these dogs. I don't want to wait 10 years and travel with different dogs, because these two are the dogs I like. They're my dogs right now, and I want to give them a good life. Sometimes I feel guilty, like I can't be gone all the time. I have a job to do and I have responsibilities, so that's it. Well, that's enough of my financial talk. I'm going to let you guys know. I'll post a video every once in a while, let you know how it's going. But no wasting money this year, and try and max out that Roth if you can. That's, to me, that's good, solid advice. I get some good message from Dave Ramsey gives good advice. I like his advice. I watched him for a long time. Never did a lot of his stuff. I already have my 3 months worth of backup for my bills and stuff, and I've already got my I did the 1,000 thing, and I got rid of my credit cards, and I did all that on my own. But I've also watched this guy, what's this Money Bro guy. He's pretty intelligent. He's got some good stuff on his channel, and we're gonna go from there. I'll probably post these financial videos about once a month, just kind of let you know how it's real Michael McCauley's doing in his financial life. I know you don't care, but this is all about being 60 and the things that go on in your head and the way that your mind changes about money and the way you think about things and the way you think about things. It is what it is. But that's it for It's Real Michael McCauley today. Check my channel out. I travel in my van. I travel with my dogs. It's fun. It's not, I'm new at this, so I'm not very good at it, but thank you for watching my videos, and I appreciate all you guys' support. And just remember, it's real.